Any injury updates on anybody?
It should be the same available squad. Obviously, guys will be a little bit banged up from the game of the night or just normal wear and tear, but everybody's the same.
Can you, with the stakes and the position of the table, can you rotate right now, or is it just best players out there and go as long as you can?
I mean, I never look at things in rotation. Usually, anyways, I just look at opportunity. So, opportunity for guys that are pushing to get more minutes. We started a certain team the last game, and then also with this game in mind, like we know it's going to be intense, and hopefully, if it can replicate anything like that last 30 minutes in terms of intensity, that there will be guys that have to put a shift in. So you go with fresh legs, but also like guys that are going to go and compete. And we've got the group we have, and we get the most out of them.
Maybe more than against any other team, getting off to a good start is going to be, I think, key against Red Bulls, and that's obviously not something that's happened the past two games.
Yeah.
How do you get that turned around?
I mean, the message it has to continue from us. From us as staff, we keep demanding from them. I preach about the Nashville one because that one stings. Like for 2 days, we touched on starting fast. Dax even said it. It's been a message that's been going across. So now that we have to apply it. Like we have to take the ownership and out there and go and apply it. So even in the Miami game, not maybe a slight improvement, but still not good enough. And then until the last 30 minutes. So this group has shown the inconsistency of being able to do it. Now they have to show it in a real big moment that they can do it right from the start.
And is it just weird, crazy, or just something you don't think about y'all's record in Harrison?
Yeah, I haven't thought about it until you just brought that up.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say any more because I don't want that in your head.
No, now that you say it, I know I'm understanding of it. But every situation is different. Every team is different. So now we have to come with a different mentality. That what's happened in the past, good or bad, is done with. So.
All right.
What is it about them that makes such a challenge when you deal with the Red Bulls?
I mean, they've got a distinct way of playing. They're very aggressive. People, I think, a lot of times think about the defensive part, but like they've added a little wrinkle to where they play now. They can play with the ball. They're pretty dynamic. I think they're always intense and aggressive. They play like they've got a chip on their shoulder. So it's something that I admire in their style. They stick to it, and they're very good at it.
Is there maybe in your mind and the staff's mind a hope that Miami game, crowd roar, Messi coming in, it felt like everything changed with that equalizer as well? Maybe because of their intensity that it kind of kickstarts your group in this one.
Yeah, I'm so cautious of those things of like, I hope this is the moment because I feel like we've been saying that a lot this year. It's like after Columbus, like this is the moment. Then we win this game. This is the moment to kick on. Guys, the moment passed. Like we should have been doing it a long time ago. So it's just a lesson learned that you have to kick on from now on. Like when the moments, whether they're good or bad, and they leave you, you have to push to the next one. So even if we were great for 90 minutes and still tied the game, you have to then start over, and now you have to start fast and continue all the way through. So, yeah, my hope is that at some point it really, really clicks. We can speak, and I speak every week about these words, but these words mean nothing if there's no action out there. So we need action now.
How's Pedro developing? I know you mentioned him briefly after the game. He's having a really good game. After watching film, what is it you're seeing that's maybe better from him than when he first started?
Well, nothing from when he first started. He's just getting integrated to the team, and I think so. It's like that adaptation process, and like we didn't have a ton of games when he first came, so it was getting him now integrated to training and just physically, and also with his teammates. He's really steady. He's really consistent. Does well defensively, and also in the attack, he's added something like you could see the assist the other night. He's got a good cross. He's got good technical ability. So, and he's a great kid that I think is fitting the group really well.
I want to ask about Saba a little bit. In the last game against Miami, he was one of the ones directing traffic, trying to get everyone going, especially with the way he's talked as well to all of us, to how we really seen him embrace the role of a leader, especially on the pitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys have asked me about like who's going to be people that step up, and I keep preaching it's about the group, and Saba's no different. He has to lead by example. Like the guys that are on the pitch can be the ones that can carry the message forward. So wherever Saba plays, he can be that one that, whether it's on the left, right, or wherever he does play on the day, he can be somebody that can hopefully dictate that as well. But he's a guy that I think is really proud to be here. Every time he puts on a jersey for us, you can see he plays with passion and intensity. So yeah, we hope that he can take on, and any of them can take on leadership roles. They're open. Anyone that's on the pitch can step up.
In that vein, I saw Bartek early in the game on a corner kick, kind of looking at the teammates and making this motion and kind of get going motion. I haven't seen that from him before. I assume that's a good thing for you to see that from him because he seems like a pretty quiet guy otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's new to the team, he's new to the league, but he has to adapt quick as well. I think he has some leadership qualities in him that I see, that I personally see from a daily basis. But also, like, I've watched him when he makes tackles. There's been times I specifically remember him blocking a cross in the Charlotte game and pumping his fist. So he thrives off of those situations like that when he's almost like putting his body on the line. I want to see that more consistently from guys like that. Yeah, it's time for them to step up to the plate.
The last 10 minutes of the Miami game, it was so back and forth. What can you take anything tactically out of that, or is it just we got the points? That's good.
From the last 10 minutes, I mean, yeah, tactically probably not the most fun game to watch. I bet people on the outside, like non-soccer fans, loved it. And like I touched on the fan base, like really driving that last 30 minutes. And I say this, and I, with all due respect to everything that this will touch on, is that I understand that a lot of those people came for Messi, Suarez, Alba, and who they are. I understand that and I respect that. But by the end of it, they were cheering for us to win the game. They weren't cheering because Miami was going to score. They started cheering because the moments were going our direction. So at some point, whether I'm delusional or whatnot, but we turned a Messi fan into an Atlanta fan, or that Atlanta fan that was a Messi fan was really, yeah, I see him, now I want them to win. So it was cool from that standpoint. Tactical standpoint, it was probably stressful. At that point though, it's like, you know what, I got to let them play. I can't pull them together there. The games was on both ends, and it happened. So I hope everybody enjoyed it, and at least we got a point out of it. I wish we would have had more.
Alexi ended up in some different roles in the match. He was on the wing, coming inside, was central. Did you like kind of moving him around a little bit and finding some different pockets of space for him? Yeah,
it's trying to find him the ball and get him in the most dangerous areas we can. I think that he's a good player that can find different spaces, has played in different positions, when his former club. So, that was the idea, to start him wide, to then start to drift inside, to hopefully hit bigger switches or through balls, or even come in and shoot like he ended up doing towards the end. But yeah, his natural, or the way we would like to see him, is probably more through the middle. But he is a player that can adapt and find different roles in the field for sure.
So that was the game plan? He's going to start out wide, drift inside, or did he just start drifting inside because that's what the game dictated?
No. I mean, he had obviously not, I wouldn't say complete freedom to stay out wide if he wanted to, but really we thought the most dangerous areas he could find were going to be inside. We wanted then Brooks to be able to go forward and hit some crosses, and then we tried to roll Bartos in some wider areas or deeper areas to then exploit the space that we thought Alexi could be in. It didn't end up working out in terms of finding him enough and really finding that rotation. So yeah, that's where we made some changes and switched some players around.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.